Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone. Um, yeah, short intro today. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to be drawing, uh, I'm going to be like continuing my Hallowstale, uh, redraws of characters that I've already made before. And today I'm remaking Asgore. Uh, why? Because, okay, so Asgore, I have the old drawing up as a reference image, which you'll see in a second. Um, but so it's the picture itself isn't that bad, comparatively. There's just tiny little things that I need to fix. Uh, and I'll probably find more as I go. Um, it's mostly just like it's mostly I wanted to increase the height difference between the two. I want to make things a little more symmetrical. I want to do better on the lighting, stuff like that. Yeah, that's all I did. Mm. Apologies for my munching. I haven't really, I only had like one half of a sandwich today. And so and while this isn't the healthiest, I'm also, this might be a little TMI, but I am on my cycle. And right now, it is making it very hard to tell when I'm actually hungry or not. So I just kind of piled up on some chips and vanilla wafers. I'm also having a protein drink, but it's like one of those. It's one of those that like that you buy off the shelf and it has like all of the stuff at the bottom and you have to like shake it really well. Does not like to get shaken very well. But anyways, this is the picture that I have to work with. Like I said, it's not bad by any means. Like this is one of my better pictures. Because right now I am at the point where I was gonna keep jumping around because there are other images that desperately need my help more than this picture right here. Alfie's, for example. I like there's one there's oh fuck, what the hell? Okay. I thought I pulled a cord out. But there's one thing for Alfie's, and that's like the hair. I don't like the hair. I don't like how I did that. Glasses. I have a better way of doing glasses now. Um, Body. I after doing just like a random sketch of things, I did I did one for like a fat emo guy, and I felt pretty proud of that one. So I feel confident that I can then take that and apply it to Alfie's because I feel like Alfie's would be a chonky fella for my world because Alfie's is a guy in this one in this universe. Uh, but like still, the statement still stands. Like Alfie's would be chonky, kind of like how her in-game sprite. She's got a little chonk to her, which is adorable. Uh, and so I and also the monster form for Alfie's. I don't like. I like, but I also don't like. I don't like the legs. I want to redo the legs. I want to redo the legs, possibly the whole body, because I don't like how I did it. So I want to redo that. But yeah, there are others that need my help more than Asgore. But as I was going down, I realized that I'm gonna I'm gonna lose track of who I'm working on real fast. And I think I also wanted to go simply. I think I also just wanted to just go in order. Though there are some that I will skip entirely, like Sans and Pepina, or the Sans and Papyrus of that universe. Those two I'm gonna skip because I did well enough. I did so well on those. I don't necessarily need to do another go around, and I also need to figure out how I'm going to draw theirs. Nothing's probably gonna change. Sans, Sans, I have a lot of stuff that I display on them. Uh, there's a lot of asymmetrical stuff going on and like a lot of words on their outfit, so I'm probably gonna do something similar of what I did in the old one, where I portray like the four different versions of them, where it's like human and monster, but also like normal versus battle. Um, yeah, Sans I'm gonna have to like figure out some way. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do there. Um, and yeah. Oh, also Metaton, I just decided going in order would be best, except in the case of some where I'm like, that they definitely can be skipped. So Sans and Pepino will be skipped, because those two generally are just really good. I just simply need to, so those can be done last. Um, and yeah. So let's get on to it. Right? So I originally had the drawing already kind of made for Asgore. The only problem is I didn't like it. Hence the reason why I even have these imported in the first place is I because I yeah, there we go. Sorry, words. God, my back fucking hates me right now. Um, but yeah, no, I didn't like how I had drawn it. Because I was trying to give the sense of this imposing height. Which I'm going to do. It's just not gonna be how I originally was trying to do it was I was trying to do a perspective thing. And yeah, and I also gotta like think about how I'm also wanting to challenge myself and think things through for this universe. Cause like I wanna keep I wanna keep the style I wanna keep the style as kinda as close to their original counterparts. Um, However, of course, some things are going to be different. Um, I don't know. Jesus Christ, that is terrible. See, the trident is what really made me think of like, oh, I need to do better for the lighting because this trident just no, no. Mm, So I feel like I definitely feel like doing this would be good. I guess I should also grab an image of Asgore so I can kind of see what that does there. wrong pen. So this. And I'll do like the copy paste in a bit. I need to pull my computer close in that case. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be in my foot. That's fine. Yeah. So like this might be less of a full redraw and more of like a I'm it's basically my way of just kind of fixing the tiny minute things that honestly I didn't care for all that much beforehand. Okay. Let's see. Flip. Also didn't look to see. Hold on. Let me look at this. Let me look at the flip. Flip. Let me get rid of this so I can just see by itself. Flip. The flip. The flip. Okay. So this needs to come inward some. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So this might, okay. So this might look a little off. I don't know. So what I'll do is I will also nudge it over a little bit. Or no, nudge it over this way. Okay, that that looks fine for now. I don't need it for exactness. So for this, I will bring it in, or no, actually, I'm gonna redo my thing. CB, and now when I flip it, there we go. It hits exactly where it needs to. This is basically how I ensure I get like just fast, clean results. So let me also just simply do this because I don't need that. There we go. Right. Merge. Again, block one. Okay. So in this world, the dreamers are not royalty because this isn't a because I mean for one, this isn't the entire populace of monsters. It is only a small group of people from this small little village that got overtaken by some cultists who thought that monsters were corrupt individuals. And so they managed to convince the humans, or like some of the humans in that village, to overthrow and attempt to kill all the monsters. However, Asgore and hello,
Hello.
hello. I'm redrawing Asgore.
Oh, okay.
So, update real quick on the little tokens that I've been making.
Mhm.
I'm pretty much done. I just simply want to remake a couple of them. I want to remake the Lenora and Nevermora.
Mhm.
Because yeah, I've already remade Madeline because I realized I didn't like the outfit I gave her,
Mhm.
and I found a better outfit. Um, so yeah. All right. So, anyways, how was your day been?
Yeah, it's been good.
That is good. That is good. Just kind of sitting here telling the audience about this world and trying to think through my changes for Asgore.
Mhm.
Okay, how do I want to do that? I feel like up more? I think it would be up more to this. I do like the idea in that. I'm gonna make this Asgore look just as strong as her male counterpart.
Mhm.
Okay, but as I was talking to the audience, I was going through some of the lore of this world, which is uh it's not the whole populace of all monsters that are trapped underground, but rather a small village that has been overrun by cultists, and they tried to kill the monsters, but Torel and Asgore wound up uh leading them to this like cave system that was nearby the village, which is Mount Ebbet. Um, and then the mages who were like the main people who took over the village, who were the cultists, they used their magic to seal the underground. So, so the monster, so the monsters in the underground, they wouldn't have a king or queen, but they did appoint Asgore and Toril as the leaders, um, in which they both guard the opposite ends of the underground. Torel guards the falling entrance, where you would have to climb up the mountain and fall down the hole into the underground, and Asgore guards the main visible portion of the barrier, which is just simply kind of that ramp area that leads to the cave entrance, um, which is where Asgore and Torella had like led everyone in. So they're leaders, but they're not. I think I rationed the crown as when they had Asriel, they basically kind of like Asriel's quote costume, quote unquote, which I'm gonna like. Asriel, I think, is the next one on my list to redo. Um, or at least Asriel and Flowey, and I'll hold off on the God of Hyper Death and Omega Flowey until I get further into my story to see what the deal would be there. But I think my thought process was that uh, Asriel, her costume was basically a flower princess, and I think she uh I think I rationed it as she put the crown, she like made like a little crown for Asgore, uh, and like Asgore basically became like the that one parent who will have a themed outfit along with their child. Uh, so yeah, but if that's the case, I'm not gonna make it a metal crown this time. I think I'm gonna make it a little paper crown.
Mhm.
Uh, something that would be basically the crown that Azrael made all those years ago to kind of symbolize like Asgore still holding on to Azrael even though like she's technically a flower and like technically in the sense of the word dead. Her main
Ye-
body is dead, her memories and her soul, I mean her soul is destroyed. Um the only uh the only reason Flowey really exists is because Kara had taken their soul, their determination, and basically broke off a part of their own soul and shoved it into Azrael to like hold her soul together. But in the process, Azrael's soul broke, but there was enough of a fusion there that Kara's soul became Azrael slash Flowey's new soul. Um, and yeah, so shit. Wait, right. I gotta. Oh wait, no, I don't want to merge. I don't want to merge because I want to. Okay, so I'll do this. Do that. In that case, I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out how to. Gotta think of the 3D for this. If I did this, and I did this. Okay, so not that. I mean, maybe that. Okay, and this one, and this crown's gonna definitely be it's definitely going to be asymmetrical, or I'm gonna allow it to stay asymmetrical and messy because this would be a child's making.
Ye-
Of course it's gonna be, of course it's not gonna look good, or at least it's not gonna look like symmetrical or anything.
Ye-
Okay, so I did that. I'll erase a little bit there, 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 there. Okay. Um, I'm gonna get the little tape in there. Alright, there we go. Got a tiny, nice little tiny ground. Yeah. Yeah, so that has been established. I can actually go back to here and figure out because I like everything else. I like that. So the monster form, it has armor because I think like at by the time like by the time Frisk comes down, Asgore will have commissioned uh armor together. Like this I'm actually going to okay. Yeah, I see. So I feel like after uh the first wave of like either empty souled humans or just simply um oh, what the heck was that? But I think like after the first wave of empty souled humans, um Asgore probably decide to arm herself. So that way if any more of them come through on her end, uh she can dispatch them quickly if needed.
Mhm.
And then if I were to do if I were to do this, get that, do this. If I were to just simply follow this up. Okay, so do that, and I'll then just fade that there. did this. That does not look right.
Oh.
I see why. It's because it's like the hand is like too far. Ah.
Well, that was quick to figure it out, at least.
Yeah, well, that's what's so great on my having my reference image and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And just like having the old picture with me. It makes it very easy to figure out what I did wrong.
E.
Actually,
I just know what. I mean, obviously, I don't have as much experience drawing as you, but I feel like I should quit insulting myself by saying I'm not a good artist because I do feel like I'm good enough at using reference images that I'm a decent artist.
yeah.
But anyway, I know like whenever I had something not look right, it usually meant I needed to spend like 30 minutes to an hour working on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
It either came super easily or not easily at all, with little in between.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the change I was trying to make uh, makes it not look good. Got it.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, the change I was trying to make, it wasn't that big of a change. It was more of just uh at the at the finger at like the pinky that you can see bending to wrap around the trident. Um, I basically was gonna curve in and then out for the palm, but I realized that just makes it look weird.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just reverted it back to what it looks like in the original, and yeah, it works.
Yeah, sometimes you have something in your head, but that just doesn't quite work.
Sometimes you think you know how to fix a thing, but then you realize the old version just works.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely had those moments too where I regret erasing something. I will say if I do part two to the Pride picture, I'm thinking about installing Krita for it, but we'll
Hmm.
see.
Yeah,
Just because there is a lot of annoyances to hand drawing.
yeah. There's like one thing at at some point I'm looking into buying an art program, and art program I'm going to buy is one that I technically use for free on my app, but it costs money for the PC version, and I don't know why, and it makes me mad, but it's Metabang.
Mm.
Like that's where a lot of the current style like comes in from, is just because I'm having to use my finger a lot, I had to find quick ways to shorten the process so I wasn't
Yeah.
damaging my finger by constantly having to tap and slide and everything. The stylish just does not cut it. Because I don't. Because I. Ugh.
But yeah, that is weird. That's free on the phone, but not on desktop.
I know, right? I'm mad.
I guess another benefit to using Credo would probably be that since I've made Zazzle, that's like 5 characters, and I definitely struggled with running out of room when using Notepad.
Yeah, I find that like I quickly like when I draw, if I'm drawing like multiple characters, one, the heights are gonna be everywhere.
Yeah,
Two,
like I said, I did not try to be accurate with the height. Although I feel like I did a pretty good job with Kane. It was just I could not make Bun small enough.
mm-hmm,
It would have looked very bad if I tried to scale Bun to the others.
fair.
I did also remember that Temperance is only 5'8", not 6 foot, but she did have some pretty big heels, so meh. I got confused between her and Vardia, but it was just Vardia that was 6 foot. I made Temperance 5'8".
Mm. Keep going. Wrong pen. Right. And then this one I think had the right proportions. The other arm did not. Leave them to the beef. How to do it. So that's there. I see. I see why that was why that was working wonky. Duh. Just backspace a lot of this. Okay. That, what the heck? Oh. Yeah. We did that. No, I think that's too high, perhaps. I think that's good. There we go. What? Oh, that's what wound up dropping. Okay, there we go. Oh, alright. With the chest, cover that up. Oh no. So not later. Ah, but now. Let me do this. I want that. What would happen if I. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I thought. The body is a little skewed a different way. You know what? I think I understand it. There we go. So I can get everything in. Okay. Right, now I can start adding the armor pieces. So let me go ahead and add the dress so I can. So I'm gonna keep it as a dress.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Alright. From this point forward, I need to not be scared about letting things just kind of exit the page. Actually, hold on. Be light on that one. This hand needs to be bigger. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Why would Asgore wear a dress into battle? Well, I mean, when you have... I might actually add that to her thing of, like, uh, she's, like, learned how to, uh, spar and, like, wield her magic, but so when she fights, she likes fighting in pretty dresses. I'm gonna do that so I can get to the back of her head. it's definitely, the body is definitely giving more of a leaning this way type of vibe rather than full straight on as I was thinking. There we go. Just gotta add each layer a little bit at a time. Right, so I think I'm going to add the armor, which the armor I like. So I'm gonna keep the armor. Back is fucking killing me. I do not have like a good place to sit and do my art. So, okay, this is better. Not much, but it's better. Let's kind of erase some of this stuff so I can see better. Okay. And so today is probably just going to be a like part one for this because little sneak peek behind the scenes. I spent Sunday and Tuesday and just the tiniest bit on Monday drawing. This is why I try to like only let myself draw once a week because it gives me ample time to rejuvenate and my hand doesn't cramp as much. However, this week I did not do that because I have been hyperfixated on basically turning Among Us into a board game. I wanted to do that. I wanted to turn Among Us into a board game that I could play with my friends. Then it kind of became a board game D&D mash because I was thinking of like, oh, what about people talking to these guys? Blah 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 blah. And like now I've got it to where it's like, okay, you can't like you can either have like a mixture of both, or like you could talk to people, blah 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 blah. I've yet to figure out like specific mechanics, because I know like the winning conditions for the imposters it's to kill everyone and for but anyways, I I was trying to look for pictures so I wouldn't have to draw anything. I tried looking for pictures and like I kept just coming across AI images. And so out of sheer frustration and spite, I decided I was going to do a mixture of Hero Forge and drawing my own. So I tried to put as many into Hero Forge as possible, the ones that I could actually draw, or like the ones that I could feasibly do. Because there were some that I had a very particular idea, and I couldn't do that in Hero Forge. The ones I could not do feasibly in Hero Forge, I just simply said, "Fuck it, I'm going to draw them." So I did. I drew 6 characters, all fully colored, fully rendered. They're very cute too, but still, the point still stands. I drew 6 characters within the span of like less than 3 days. Because, like I said, Monday, I barely had time to do anything for that before it rolled over to the next day, and I was exhausted. So I had to go to bed. So that one, I quite literally just, I like wasn't able to do much of anything. I think I, yeah, I basically went and I colored everything. Um, and, and yeah, I then wrote down on everyone like what all I needed to do for them. And then yesterday, Tuesday, I basically finished them all. I had 2 already done, so I had like 4 left to go. The 2 I had completed on Sunday, and I got the base color down for everything. Um, the thing that would like allow me to basically have the borders on it. Um, and that was all I was able to do Sunday. So I had 2 completed and 4 uh ready to color. And then Monday, I colored them and I made notes on what needed to happen for them. And then Tuesday, I was up till 5. I did not, I am surprised I was even up the time I got up. I was up till 5 in the morning, finishing all of them. And not to mention the fact, I also went back into Hero Forge, because I started with Hero Forge to do some of the characters. So I was gonna just simply go really quick, just like, oh, boom, 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 just choose from, like the themes and all. So I didn't have to think too hard on the coloring, nor find all the nooks and crannies to color. Um, for, but I went back into Hero Forge Tuesday, and I made, I, so I found like two pictures that I could use. One is for a character that's kind of a meme character. It's literally just Kronk. So I just found Kronk and I put Kronk in, so I'm good. I'm good on Kronk. Then another one, I felt really bad for using someone else's art. Um, so I decided that I was just gonna make them in Hero Forge as well. So I did, and then I was going to just simply give myself the base to remake another character, but I wound up remaking them fully and exporting that. And now I have two other characters that I need to make and export. But the point is, I I stayed up so late last night. It was 5 in the morning, and I am surprisingly awake and chipper. Like, I thought I would be exhausted by this point, but I feel fine. So yeah, um, needless to say, my hand hurts. My hand hurts. And I'm a little like phased out. I want to just not draw, but I knew I needed to stream. In the very least, I had said I was going to stream. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna draw, but I hold no high expectations. And so here I am, just kind of reworking everything. Yeah. So with them being in the underground, the symbol of the Deltarune is not a like the Deltarune symbol is a symbol of like peace and hope for them. It existed. So, also in the lore of this world, there was an ancient civilization who lived underground before any of this has happened. So, um, so this Deltarune is already in places, and people found it, and there are few that still live in the underground. It's mostly what I like to call monster beasts. So they are monsters in all senses of words, but they don't have near the sentience. Uh they have just enough to where they are more animalistic, and very basic in thought, like an actual animal. But they are monsters in any sense of the word. Uh, Also, however, the beasts, they do not turn to dust when they die, though. Their soul breaks and shatters, but their bodies do stay behind as magical food at that point. Uh, and so it was those guys that lived there. So, like, froggets, a new type of species called pumpkin that I made, like the Vegetoids, Mold Smalls, uh, I don't know who else, probably the the volcano ones. I don't remember their names. Um, but yeah, again, I have no idea all of them, but didn't mean to do that. This is a very lightweight material, more than likely. A lightweight but sturdy material and strong. Now see, Asgore more than likely did not commission the Deltarune to put on the chest. Oh, I also forgot to mention, River Person is a is an inhabitant of the underground before they kind of arrived. In fact, River Person was the one that basically helped them uh not like when they got sealed underground. River Person was there to essentially make sure that they don't go insane. Yes. Okay. There we go. Oh wait, I see the problem. You won't see that. You just see that. So more words. Let me just do that. So that way yeah. Alright, there we go. Woohoo! Yeah. I'm also thinking about drawing Gerson, probably. There's some like small rules I want to draw. So like some of the different monsters, the Royal Guard, not Royal, but the Underground Guard. Because the Dreamers aren't royalty, there would be no Royal Guard, but there would be a need for a guard or guardsman. So they're just simply called the Underground Guard. Um, Now let me look at one. No. Let me look up armor. Jesus, my computer's hot. I'm gonna go. Do I want to go fantasy armor? Or do I want to do, or just simply keep a look at armor and then just see? I guess I should say plate armor. Okay. Alright. I guess I should also just simply look up Asgore. Okay. Right, yeah. I think I had something like this. There we go. So I'll probably finish up the sketch for Asgore, and then or for the monster form of Asgore, and then I'll pick it up next week. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, this is great because by having Asgore be this small, it definitely shows a like imposing size. I also need to bump these guys up a little bit. Just a tad. Just a tad. Just a tad. Because then actually really quickly. Send you left. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to know until I actually get a sketch going, because I can usually tell with my own sketches, where when I do the ball bit. Whereas with this, everything is so wonky. I didn't even realize everything was so wonky with her that because like human form Asgore is definitely going to be the like as symmetrical as humanly possible. Eh, shit. So now I'm going to add the trident. Actually, I need to do that. Okay. Before I even do that, I want to um, which was this. There we go. Now, it's the thing that I wanted to add. I do. I like this. I like this part with the trident. It's a really nice part. I need. Oh, where the my glove? I need my glove now. Shit. Like, no, seriously, where the fuck did I just throw my glove? Oh wait, I was setting it. Was under my leg. Alright, let me just simply, real quickly, grab the remote for my fan and turn it on because I am hot. Wait, no. I just simply want to do that. And rotate. we go. Or actually, I should probably... Alright. Actually like that. Okay. So I'm gonna film that for now. Yeah. Merge, because technically I'm done. Oh, I'm not done. I just realized I don't have ears. I am so sorry, Asgore. Yeah, she has the regular. So I have a very specific type of ear that I like to do. Um, Usually I do it for like female tutorial tutorial. I don't think I want to do it with Asgore. I'll do it with Asgore. Cause that because I love doing this ear shape. I love doing this kind of ear for them. Because it's honestly just like really creepy. So you don't have to fall. First, I need to not angle it like that, except until I get to here. Okay, it's been a hot second since I've done this type of ear. Okay, give me a moment. I gotta look at my references for this. First, let's go to here. I'm going to duplicate and flip. So that way I have one of each. Hmm? Okay. I think unfortunately, so because this is a theme, because this is Asgore, and Asgore already has hair, the version of the ears that I do makes it kind of almost look like curly hair. Like curly slash messy, not really curly, but like definitely wavy and like has a bunch of volume. So it's just like this on like both ends. But I usually do it for Toriel because I don't like doing the usual ears for her. I like giving them a little bit of volume, a little bit of fluff. Unfortunately, because it's Asgore and Asgore has hair, it kind of mucks it up a little bit. It makes it look a little like okay, like if I were to do this, that, or just like look at this from this angle. Maybe not that much. Definitely enough for me to see kind of the vision here. Okay, yeah. So the thing is, I would need to get the I would need to get it like closer, but like where it is right now currently is already really good. Where it's at currently is really good. What I could do though, that down a lot. Should probably have the image up at all times so I can look at it. How did I do Asgore again? Not Asgore, but Toru. Okay, so I did the regular. I think the regular just, I think the regular just looks better. Because there's already so much going on. Dang it, I keep, ah! Okay, maybe nothing, not that, this instead of like a soft. Actually, okay, I do like the fluffy here. Now that I've got, now that I've got like a better look on it, okay, yeah, I'll go with these. I'll go with the fluffy ears. I'll just make this one, and now I need my reference photo. It's like very short and sharp. Okay. Now it's time to do some erasing. Woohoo! Because that gets uh because that gets like covered up, I'm actually going to do the same over here. Alright, there we go. I think the last thing would be the cape. Which I feel like could be like a Kara thing. So it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off today. Get off the stream, I should say specifically. Because then what I'll do is I will use the utmost restraint. And I will get to work on sketching the human portion. So I'll restrain myself. I'll just simply sketch out the human portion. If I do anything else other than that, only other thing I would probably do is just get the line art done. Because again, that takes me a while. And also, um, like coloring and shading and all is its own thing. So what I'll so if I cannot restrain myself, which more than likely I will because I do want to do something else today before I forget. And also I need to get into a better position that isn't just the two positions I've been holding for this. Oh, I wish my kickstand bit was still working. Um, yeah. Next week, so after I have like everything done for this, I'll then hold off and restrain for next week. Because the next week, I can go ahead, I can color it. Or if I haven't done the line art color and render. I think as well for the rendering, I think I might go with the red shade this time because I got a lot of cold purple in here, and that's something I've been meaning to do is to do uh to do different kinds of shading because I've been experimenting with going like more vibrant in the colors. So I did like a vibrant purple in one of mine, or like yeah, it's like a vibrant enough purple you could tell it was purple. Or that, or I will stick with purple. Don't know. We'll see. I probably won't because I have the pink that can go up. But anyways, so that's gonna do it for today. I will, like I said, I'm going to try and I'll see about finish sketching the human part for Toriel, for not Toriel, but Asgore, and then do that next week to finish it off. This Friday, we have a line 42 stream because we didn't stream. Because that's the only reason I'm streaming today is because we did not stream line 42 last week. So I'm kind of catching up for that, for those streams. for last week's. So we should be even today. So this Friday, line 42. Um, then Monday should potentially be Borderlands, but it's gonna depend. But I don't hold any expectations for my brother wanting to play. He said next week should be a good Borderlands day. I don't I don't hold him to that. So it might be Borderlands, it might be more Danganronpa, who knows? And then yeah, as I said, that Tuesday, uh, will be will be me trying to finish this. So yeah, I will see you all later. This has been fun. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Bye bye.